Hello, I'm Ignat Solovey and this is FlightTV, the only Russian TV program about general aviation. Today we cover the competition for the 4th and 3rd places, as well as for the titles of Vice Champion and Champion in Racing Fender and Racing Slalom on helicopters. This production is supported by International Academy of Helicopter Sport. The concluding competition day started with traditional medical checkup and briefing. After that, the race went on for the 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st places in the stage of the World Cup. 3rd place in slalom was taken by Sergei Tupikov and Alexei Pentelin, and in fender by Viktor Degtyaryy and Petr Vasilyev. Degtyaryy and Vasilyev won over the only foreign crew, Lyubov Prihodko and Vladislav Stavisyuk from Ukraine. The fender finals included 2 flights won by Yuri Yablokov and Konstantin Podoynitsin. They showed impeccable performance with timing of 35.3 and 34.7 seconds in 2 flights respectively. Their rivals, Andrei Orekhov and Vadim Sazonov, were slower for several seconds and also had 10 penal points in the first flight. The fender champions were 2nd in slalom. Yuri and Konstantin on R-44 lost to Viktor Degtyaryy and Petr Vasilyev on Me-2. First flight of the Air Force crew was flawless at 85 seconds. Yablokov and Podoynitsin were faster at 81 seconds, but lost 10 points to water spillage and thus scored 91 seconds. The second flight was perfect for both crews, but Air Force Me-2 was faster at 82.2 seconds, and Private Robinson was 1.1 seconds slower at 83.3. We made it. We're amazed at ourselves because that crew is very experienced. I'm talking about our rivals. Very experienced guys with good technique. They squeezed everything from their helicopter and their operator is excellent. Probably it's psychological thing. We were a bit stronger mentally. We also pushed our helicopter to the limit and beyond. Russian machine is the best. The victory of the Air Force crew is even more significant because they have less time for training and compete on Me-2 that is much heavier than Robinson. Despite the 4 times difference in weight, there is a number of purely sporting factors that allow or forbid to become a leader. In this case, Degtyaryy and Vasilyev won because their rivals spilled some water.
Private pilots on Robinson helicopters have more opportunities for training because they made more free time and much better financial situation. Our crews are very serious about sports, so they devote a lot of time so that and train in every spare minute, as they have such possibility at Konakovo airfield. As for military crews, they have specified times of training assemblies, no more than 2 of such in a year. Strictly speaking, they have no time, place, aircraft and money to train for real. That's why when they get to Konakovo a day before championship starts, they train with gusto.
Luck and training are important, but coordination in the crew is even more so. In helicopter sports, the crew is 2 men and the victory is shared between 2 individuals. In slalom, the operator is probably more important. I have to foresee the situation and work in advance. You stop in advance, slow down your pilot in advance, slow down your tool in advance. That's the hardest thing. At these speeds, I need his precision, how clearly he obeys my commands. I tell him at what speed I bring the bucket to the gates. If he fails to do something, I'll fail too. Operator has to give well-timed and clear order to his pilot, and then the pilot will do what I need and where I need. Well-coordinated crews don't need words to communicate. For example, in the first day of the World Cup, Petr's headset unplugged and they lost voice communication. That did not prevent them from completing the task and winning because they communicated with gestures. Vasilyev says that they don't even need to talk and gestures are basically enough, yet that requires a lot of training, as anything else does. In the end, the winning podium was taken by Russian crews in both tasks.
That was expected even if Austrians intended to be serious rivals. Yet I think that they became a bit peeved after qualifications and didn't get further than quarterfinals, to everyone's regret. Belarusians are very strong too, but they fell victim to some kind of unpredictable circumstances maybe, because after qualification pairing is done as first versus fifth, second versus sixth, third versus seventh and fourth versus eighth. So they were set against the strongest qualified crew, otherwise they would get further, of course.
Last years we know that the Russian very good have very good pilots, and they trained like here in Konokovo. They have facilities here, and that facilities we have not in the other in Germany or England or France maybe. We know each other, and we are not sad that the Russians got all the prizes.
Apart from the World Cup stage winners, the winners of 52nd Russian Helisport Open were awarded. The crew of Maxim Sotnikov and Oleg Poljukas became the absolute champions of 2017 and first among equals. At least 5 more crews breathed them in the neck. The results are extremely close. Frankly speaking, there are 5 or 6 equal crews there. Anyone could become a champion. Maybe we were a bit more lucky, nothing else. The results are so close. That's a difference in 1 second out of 1200. Less than 0.01%. Is it worth discussion? No, it's just fate. Special prizes were awarded as well, for women and in team competition. 2 Austrian crews were awarded as junior pilots, with less than 250 hours logged. Absolute champions of Russia and technicians were awarded separately. Irina Grushina, the president of Russian Helicopter Sports Federation, was awarded with the Sign of Honor of Russian Olympic Committee. Russian Helicopter Sports Championship for this year and our stage of the first Helicopter Racing World Cup are over. But Flight TV in English is only starting. I'm Ignat Solovey, the cameraman and your host here. Please leave your feedback in comments on YouTube, on Facebook or on Instagram. You see the links below. Stay tuned for more, much more. Thanks for watching and fly safely.